Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood for YouTube, Resident _of Collinwood for BitChute. And I'm here to do my second of my third video. This is a video about Sky Rumson and Angelique, relationship. Do I think Sky loved Angelique? Absolutely. And I think Angelique loved him as well. You know, there are questions. Is there any question to their love for one another? No. And I'll tell you why. Laura Parker and the actor played Sky Rumson sold this beautifully. Sky trying everything to wanting Angelique to be a member of the Leviathan after she finds out he is one. You know, he doesn't want to give up on her, but she doesn't want to be that. And, you know, does it remind me of Barnabas and Angelique? Well, it's not like Barnabas, was offered to be a witch, but Barnabas honestly loved another woman in Josette. That was the fickle there. Angelique seemed to be willing to move on from Barnabas. Do I think she bought Quentin's portrait to draw Barnabas or a member of the Collins family to her? Because that is something we sort of have to look at when discussing something, especially this, because you got to remember Charles Delaware Tate had painted a portrait over Quentin's portrait to disguise it. I think Angelique, when she bought that portrait, she bought it out of sort of a remembrance of what her life was, chasing after the Collinses, whether it was Barnabas' love or out of vengeful hate. I think she wanted sort of a keepsake. And that might sound weird or sadistic, but I don't think it was, or meant to be, really. And she was willing to just move on with her life. She seemed happy. And Laura Parker just, when she cries sort of on Barnabas' shoulders, sort of runs to him, the sincerity of it is so real. She's generally hurt. And it gives you, to say, knowing Angelique's a witch, does Angelique show human response? Absolutely. Even before, the Sky Rumson thing, I'd say go watch the 1795 episodes carefully, and I damn well say jealousy is the most human response you can have. I mean, she just happens to be a witch with powers, and she's so in love with this man. She does not want to hear the word no, or take the word no for an answer. And she's a woman who can do something about that word, and so she does. So Laura Parker was so damn ahead of her time. It was unreal. It just, to me, the best witch ever. She played the best witch of all time, and she really was. She just, to me, that who's my number one witch? It's Angelique. It's Laura Parker. So stunningly beautiful. And the one thing I like too about her and Sky's relationship, here's Sky, before you find out he's the Leviathan, he seems like a self-made man, right? He's got this big, beautiful house, and they're just living in paradise almost, right? It's almost too good to be true, especially when you're in a relationship with Angelique. But it's not Angelique this time. It's the opposite. It's this man who has made all his success because of the Leviathans, allowing him to live high off the hog, so to speak. And John Philip Betancourt and I were talking on Messenger before about this, and what if Sky and Angelique had a baby? And I said, and what if they called her Destiny? Right? It would have been an amazing thing. It's something that their relationship had to be intimate. It seemed intimate, a good bit, and from a character standpoint. And I really enjoyed the dynamic of Angelique, not just being in love with Barnabas. And we could say, we could point to Quentin a bit, I guess. But I really, during the Quentin arc, so to speak, I really, I didn't buy her love for Quentin. I didn't. I'm not saying Laura wasn't selling, she was. But it just, the whole time, you're sort of, for me, in my opinion, in my standpoint, I'm calling bullshit because I'm going, woman, if Barnabas got down on one knee right now, she wouldn't even give a shit. She wouldn't even know who Quentin was. Come on. If Barnabas willingly gave her everything, right? But, and it's so interesting to see when, Julia Hoffman sees her, sees the portrait, she realizes, oh shit, no. And then, Angelique just seems so happy. She just, that's amazing. I really enjoyed her and Sky Rumson's relationship, and how they played that was so well done. That's the one thing I enjoyed about the Leviathan arc. There's moments I think the Leviathan arc are good, and I sort of do want to touch on the Leviathan arc while I'm talking about it in this video, sort of get two birds with one stone. Here are my good moments of the Leviathan arc. I love the breathing. If you go listen to the breathing, it reminded me later on of John Carpenter's Halloween, and this was before John's Halloween. So I love the breathing they did. I do feel the Leviathan arc, I don't feel it was poorly written. I feel that just wrong time to pull something that where you were going to have these creatures that were also powerful, and you needed sort of modern day effect to pull them off. And if you go watch the movie Mandy, and this is why I love this movie too, to me, the creatures slash people Nicolas Cage character encounters, those are the Leviathan people. I think they really are, in my opinion. I'm not saying the storyteller ripped from DS, no, not at all. But to me, in my opinion, I look at them more like Leviathan people. I do think the Leviathan, again, the breathing I loved. Did I like the room sort of scenario where he transformed into, where he needed that room? No, I didn't. I thought that was, I think, why do you need a room? What, and if you're gonna make it one room, right? If you're, because Barnabas sets the room on fire when Jeb turns it back into a vampire, gets the hellbat and bites him. If you're going to have it be one room, then why burn? Why, you're putting Barnabas over back as a vampire. Yet there's, kill the Todds, kill off the Todds, make his reason for being there bullshit. You could have killed off the Todds and not gave a shit. What's the Todds to him? They're nothing. But burning the room, I thought, well, okay, then they shouldn't just be able to make another room. That's so simple. But they did. And I just thought, that's sort of defeated the purpose of Barnabas burning the room. I thought they are not really putting anyone over here. They're just sort of wishy-washy about it. Again, I don't feel the Leviathan arc is bad, and definitely the moment I enjoy most is Sky Rumson's his relationship with Angelique and how it plays out in the story. And then you have Angelique is so pissed at Barnabas for not, she's telling him this. See, we're meant to be together. We're meant to be together. And he, I can't. No, Angelique would be, and she gets so pissed. She goes right back to witchcraft, right? And you gotta love it. It's such a human response. She's mad, right? She's pissed. She's pissed. She's just fuck it. But I love Dark Shadows a lot. I really think that whether I have misgivings about the Leviathan arc, I still talk about it, and I still think that there's good moments in it. And my favorite moment, I think, is just the relationship between Sky and Angelique. I think that was so well done and so just nice how Sky Rumson is a Leviathan, a member of the Leviathan, I should say. And, Angelique's heartbreak of it, I love again, the chemistry between actor and actress was great. And Laura Parker's just so easy to watch on screen, right? Just not just her beauty, but what she does with her eyes, and that when she talks, a lot of these actors and actresses, when they talk, when their characters speak in Dark Shadows, and this is what I love most, they get your attention, even if it's the littlest thing. They always find, when they speak, even Jeb, I'll give that up and down, that when the Leviathans are talking, whether it's a member of the Leviathans, Patofi, every character in Dark Shadows, when they speak, your attention is at them, like bam, snap of the finger, you're there, you're hearing them, and that was so well done, and I love that so much. So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover in this video with Sky Rumson and Angelique, I did believe. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I do sort of wish they would have had a kid in some sense. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys wish that Sky Rumson and Angelique would have had a kid? Do you think? Do you wish they would have had a baby, or they would have wrote that into the show somehow? I think they could have, for sure. And that would have made things so much more complex for them. Why not? They were they were married, they were in love. Angelique was happy. That would have made the heartbreak all so more real too. I mean, not that they didn't make it real enough. I love, again, Laura Parker sold her ass off. And so I definitely want to get you guys' thoughts. Let me know, please, whether on Twitter or in the comments section. Would you have liked to see Sky and Angelique have a baby? And I'll see you on the next video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.